everybody, this is Threshold Training's workout day for Monday, December 28th. Hope you all had a great holiday and a great weekend. As a reminder, this week will look similar to last week as far as classes. We will have our regular morning classes up to 12 p.m. On New Year's Eve. We right now are going to be closed on New Year's Day tentatively, unless there is a class similar to Christmas Day that'll be open. We'll let you know if there is one. And we also have our kids' holiday sweat sesh on Tuesday and Wednesday of this week. So today's workout, we are doing some body weight endurance work up front. Every minute on the minute for 12 minutes. We're going to cycle through 3 different movements, each one having its own 60-second interval, starting with 12 kipping handstand push-ups. Our goal is to accumulate these 12 kipping handstand push-ups in the least number of sets possible. So if that allows you to do all 12 in a row, great, do all 12 in a row. If it's 6 and 6, let's do 6 and 6. If we are able to do kipping handstand push-ups, but we just don't quite have the foundational volume behind us to be able to do accumulate 12, then if we want to do 6 kipping handstand push-ups and say 6 plank push-ups, we could do it that way. The every minute on the minute allows you to have a little bit of rest between your handstand push-up sets if you need to break them up. So instead of coming off the wall, resting 5 seconds and then going back on, take a look at the clock, wait 20 seconds, and then try to go back on. So we don't necessarily want you to get to failure, but at the same time, we don't want you to rush through, okay, and be tired for the next bout of work that you'll be doing, okay? Because what we do is going through these 12 kipping handstand push-ups for 4 rounds, right? So it ends up being about 50 total, okay? So break it up from the start, right, so that we can sustain, okay, over this 12-minute period. Your next minute, we'll be doing 15 seconds per leg of a single leg wall sit. Okay, so it's exactly how it sounds. We're going to be up against the wall. Okay, we're going to come down to 90 degrees, and we're going to take one leg off and hold for that 15-second period. Or, if that's too challenging, let's do 30 seconds of a dual leg wall sit. So we're holding for 30 seconds. Then, on our second or last station, we are doing 20-30 seconds of a hands overhead plank. So we're going to be in plank position. Hands are underneath my shoulders. I'm going to walk them out until they're almost over my head. And I'm going to be pressing my toes down and my hands down at the same time. Like so. Holding for 30 seconds. 20 to 30 seconds. So I'm going to be pressing down through the floor and away through the floor. So I'm kind of reaching through. And I'm almost forming a hollow position, okay, in a plank, okay? So use this time to, instead of being here where my hips are up, I want my hips to be in front, I want my hands to be over my head, and I'm really trying to tuck my ribs, squeeze my butt as I go through this, pressing the floor away, pressing down at the same time. Okay, this will be a little more challenging than normal because we are starting to stretch our midline as we bring our arms overhead. It's just a lot harder to hold the ribs and pelvis together with our abdominal musculature here. For the remainder of the workout, after we're done our every minute on the minute, we're going to go into a 12-minute AMRAP at a sustainable pace of 10 toes to bar, knees to elbows, 10 dual dumbbell shoulder to overhead, and 12 dual dumbbell box step overs. So for the toes to bar, knees to elbows, okay, we need to make sure that we get our knees to our elbows or our toes to the bar at the same time, and then our heels pass behind the squat rack posts at the same time to complete each rep. Be sure that you are pulling down on the bar as much as you are pushing down. So we have a little bit of pull to keep the shoulders active on that bar. And as we push down, we're trying to get our body, our torso behind the bar. As we do so, however, fight the urge to stand back and look up to the ceiling. Try to keep your head forward. Try to keep the hollow position here as you come up to touch your toes to the bar or your knees to the elbow. So it'll look like this. Right, so instead of this, where you just throwing your body back, throwing your head back, try this, where knuckles are over the bar. Okay, where I can compress a little bit more here. Okay, and my head is going still in my shoulders, and I'm making this hollow position. I'm getting really rounded through here, keeping the compression through the front here. As my toes and my knees, I come up. Then for our dual dumbbell shoulder to overhead, you may perform any variation of a shoulder to overhead that allows the dumbbells to go from here to this overhead position. It can be a push press, or a push jerk, okay, or a strict press, or split jerk. We recommend using the push press or the push jerk. Because they are dumbbells, you have to control two different entities versus a barbell, you just need to control one. Barbell is also balanced, so it's a lot nicer overhead. Be sure that you are hugging your elbows to your ears as you press up overhead. Okay, so the dumbbells are stacked over your torso. If you don't, what will end up happening is either this, we end up wide, or this, where we punch forward. Usually we punch forward because we struggle to get into this position either due to thoracic or shoulder mobility. That's fine. Really fight to be active and press up in order to get to that position where our elbow is next to our ear with our shoulder and elbow locked out. 10 there. Then we have our 12 dual dumbbell box step overs. Okay, so I'm holding my dumbbells by my side. I'm going to step up 1 foot, 2 foot, come over. You may go forwards. You can go sideways. But what we may not do is step and clear the box, and we can't one step the box like this. Okay, you must have 2 feet on the box before you step over to the other side. So, listening to the movements and the length of the workout, this will get taxing on your grip. So, before you feel that burning sensation, break things up before you need to, particularly either in the box step overs or toes to bar, knees to elbows. This will help you maintain a sustainable pace and hopefully will not allow you to start high really fast, be burning 3 rounds, and then by the 8th minute, 6th or 8th minute, what we're doing is slowing down because of muscular fatigue, either in the forearms, shoulders, or something similar. Okay. So that is the workout for Monday. Have a great start to the week and an awesome workout.